Hello my friends and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdom video. I'm gonna have a quick review regarding Mulan, and we just got her from the login rewards. I'm gonna summon her, I'm gonna test her out a little bit on the field, and we're gonna see her skill animation as well. I'm pretty hyped. A login commander, 10 sculptures right off the bat for free. Sounds very interesting. But will this commander be something very new? Will be a meta changer? Let's find out in this video. Commander Mulan, the warrior woman. I've done a review a while ago regarding Mulan, but now we finally have her into the game. I do have to say that I'm pretty hyped regarding her skills. First of all, she is the first commander that grants AoE march speed. What's AoE? The circular area that it says over there in her skill description, meaning that every marches in the murder ball we get a gazillion of march speed for the duration, and with the expertise is just empowering her primary skill, which kinda makes it very powerful. Attack, defense and health, 20% plus 30% march speed. Kinda makes this commander a must-have in any murder ball. As honest as I can be, if a murder ball doesn't have Mulan in there, you might just lose, because the more Mulan you have, the more chances you have that this buff will continue. Meaning that you have to be super unlucky in a murder ball that if you have, for example, 10 Mulans in there and they all 10 go in the same time. What I'm trying to say is that as many Mulan as there, as many chances you have that after 3 seconds this buff will be carried on, and this is quite a huge boost in any murder ball. Let's say for example even Arc of Osiris, right? When you fight for the arc in the middle, march speed has a very high role, because if your opponent goes with the arc pretty fast, you want to catch them. But if you have a couple of Mulans that keep boosting the march speed of your marches, that can be a game changer. And the stats in KVK, or when you go into the ruins, I don't want to think about. It's definitely gonna be a game changer. Going on to her second skill, damage taken while surrounded is reduced by 5%. We've noticed from previous commanders, when it doesn't specify the damage, is considered all damage. This 5% all damage reduction when it's being hit by at least 2 marches. So when her march is hit by at least 2 marches, you're considered surrounded at that point. Counterattacks have a 20% chance to reduce the target's rage. It's always going to be the target, the primary target that is fighting. That's going to be the one that it will reduce rage to. Khan Slayer, a sweet 95% experience bonus. 25% more than Lohar. That's freaking huge. Will definitely be a utility with Mulan to power level our commanders. Going on to the fourth skill, I'm going to explain more about the third skill. So on the fourth skill, it says attack bonus up to 20%. Now this is something that probably I need to ask the support regarding it, because they put a dot over there. I'm not sure if this affects the both stats from this skill or this is separate, because on the second part it says when serving as a secondary commander, after using her active skill, I suppose, causes the target to take 10% up to 20% damage from all sources for 3 seconds. Either way, even if it's separate or not, you want to keep her as a second in command, because you want that 20% increased damage from all sources. That's pretty huge, because it doesn't specify the kind of damage, which can be considered all damage. So that's skill damage as well, counter attack, normal attack. You definitely want to have her in your team. Regarding the third skill, I don't see her being a 6-star commander or needing to bring her to 6-star. There is really no reason. I would say that it's going to be a waste of stars, since she is going to be as a secondary in command for the battlefield. Bringing her to 5-star, she's gonna be enough for barbarians, so you can benefit from this sweet 95% experience bonus when you want to level some commanders, to level him as fast as possible. I do have a 5-star commander, Richard, and at 5-star you can get 205k troops. honestly, that's gonna be more than enough to kill Barbs and power level some of your other commanders that you're gonna put a second in command to her and benefit from the peacekeeping, talent tree, and support. That way, it will be the most beneficial for you to not throw a bunch of stars on her. Since she has that to be as a secondary in command, most likely she will be a secondary in command. I also believe that once we will obtain her expertise, she will be a meta changer in Sunset Canyon, exactly like Ethelflaed is right now. And speaking of Ethelflaed, I also believe that after the next update, we will see Mulan in the expedition shop. We do have Ethelflaed for quite long, probably a year. If you look at some similarities, peacekeeping and support, same as Ethelflaed, peacekeeping and support. I am expecting Mulan to be in the expedition shop to replace Ethelflaed. Now let's summon her, let's do a little bit of testing and see what else. Her animation. Regarding pairings, as long as she's second in command, she doesn't have any specialization, so pretty much with anyone you would like. But I would expect to use her with some infantry as a second in command, so you can keep her for longer on the battlefield. It's getting very interesting with all the support commanders. We have William now, there is John of Arc, Constantine, we have Mulan. I want to exclude Cleopatra because 15% defense for 2 seconds, I really don't want to include her. But these three commanders, I believe that in the future, as they keep introducing more support commanders with AoE buff, they're gonna have a huge role, and it's getting to the point. I've talked about this like from the beginning of this game. So from the beginning of this game, I talked about players having specific specializations like Cavs, infantries, and archers, and I have a super strong feeling that in the future players might need to have specific roles as support roles, when you most likely gonna have players that just bring all these support commanders just to boost the marches, or at least, I don't know, have a couple of players bringing these commanders. We will see how it's going to happen, but more and more support commanders are being introduced, and definitely things are going to change, and a lot of strategy we will see from a lot of players being done on the battlefields and on various other events. Let's summon her and let's see the small test that I want to do for her now. Hua Mulan was a legendary Chinese warrior from the northern and southern dynasty period of Chinese history. Really amazing. I saw the movie and I can tell you one thing, that she is amazing. At least in the movie, she is amazing. I enjoyed the movie quite a lot. I can put equipment on her. I have so much experience and so many stars. I mean, I don't have stars, but experience. If I would have stars, I could have bring her to 6-star and the Sweet Ritter of History, one of the best bundles in Rise of Kingdoms. Let me get this out of the way because it's highly worth it. Another 10 sculptures to the bank. Double TF for that. Hell yeah. I had to wait for my Joan of Arc to return home. So now my Joan of Arc is finally home, and let's do the test. What is the big test that I want to do? I'm really curious if her primary buff is going to stack with Joan of Arc buff. Joan of Arc, and then that was her animation? Right, but what's her... Wow, it's as big as Joan of Arc, her circular area. That's pretty nice. Her animation is just purplish, something very, very purplish around there. Very interesting. But quite a big circular area, plenty of marches that can fit in that circular area. And the real question is, will their buff stack? So let's go ahead and let's check the battle log, see if they actually stack. On turn 14, this is going to be the question. Wow, look at that. That is amazing. I'm completely speechless. So Mulan does stack with Joan of Arc, and that means that she will definitely stack with Constantine. Wow. So Mulan is definitely going to be a game changer. It's going to be a must-have commanders in murder balls. I'm not saying that I'm going to use her on my marchers, but I'm saying that somehow, especially infantry players, they need to find a way to bring Mulan into murder balls. What more can I say about Mulan is that most likely we will see a lot of her on the battlefield, just because of the support from her primary skill, she's gonna be OP for murder balls and most likely for Sunset Canyon. Tests need to be done in Sunset Canyon, but for murder balls, guarantee. She stacks with John, WTF to that. Really. Like super really. And the rest of the skills again super amazing. No damage, but big support from her. That's pretty much what I have to say. The fact that I saw her stacking with John, it's all I needed. Until next time, this is your boy Ronnie signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care. See you on the next one, and stay safe out there. I could pretty much max her out. I have 1,300 sculptures and just dominate in the next KVK with Mulan.